ladies and gentlemen, Andy Cochrane.
Keep the beer.
My throat might seize up. It did last year. Okay, let's talk about space. Okay, so I've been here for 30 years, and in my life, humanity has traveled 385 miles from the surface of the planet. That's it. That's as far as we've gone. It's not just sad, it's embarrassing. There's all these great places we could be going in the universe. There's amazing places, and we're not going there, not even close. We're not even going further than just our backyard. And by backyard, I mean the mobile home that we put in orbit. That's just kind of out of the backyard. So why are we going? Why are we going further and faster? Well, space is effing dangerous. You could blow up. Watch this. It's awesome. You could burn up as re-entering. You could have an accident in space. Without the really complex life support mechanisms that we send up with ourselves, we have a 0% chance of surviving space. So how did we do it in the 60s? Awesome people. So these guys were daredevils. They were risk takers. They didn't care. They took all kinds of crazy risks. But it wasn't just them. It was the people behind them. These guys were almost, maybe kind of taking some risks that we shouldn't have taken with human life. But you know what? Big risks came with big reward. And we walked on the frickin' moon. These guys right here, these were explorers, okay? These were not just astronauts, these were explorers. Apollo 12 was hit by lightning twice as it took off. Apollo 10 had a fully functioning lander that they didn't put fuel in case the astronauts took over and tried to land early. At the time, in 1968, the average age of a NASA engineer was 28. Now, 2010, there's more ready to retire than there are in their 30s. They're getting too old for this shit. They're not explorers. Okay, exploring is dangerous. Magellan killed 219 men just to circle the globe. That's a 93% fatality rate. Marco Polo wandered for 24 years, traveled 15,000 miles. And Sir Edmund Hillary was the first successful person in 24 years of fatal attempts. So NASA's not going to go anywhere exciting. So what are we going to do? Are we going to listen to them when they say that they're the only ones that have safe access to space, that commercial space is dangerous? No, screw that. This thing is 500,000 gallons of fuel, 1 million pounds of solid fuel, and has had a couple of accidents. That's not safe. There's nothing safe about that. NASA's going to have accidents. Commercial space is going to have accidents. They don't have the keys to space anymore. We need to take them away, and we are. This thing, some people in this room built it, and it went around the Earth twice and came back safely. This thing, Bigelow built it. It's in space right now, and it has been for 4.5 years. Now, this isn't recent. We are at the dawn of a new space age, a real space age. This is our Kitty Hawk moment. That little rocket didn't go very far or very high, but it started something huge. Right now, we're experiencing something akin to what happened after the Wright brothers. We've got crazy people trying crazy things. People are going to get hurt. People are going to die. Hundreds of people die. But the important thing to remember is that crazy is good. Exploring is hard. Exploring is dangerous. Exploring is deadly. You can't really read this quote, but I can't read it either. It's too dark. But the basic gist is that space explorers, if they die, are dying for a good cause. Anyone know Copenhagen Suborbitals? These guys are nuts. I'm not a rocket scientist, but that's not good. This is their sea launch platform. They tow it out with a submarine. They're crazy, but good crazy. The Google Lunar X Prize. I've heard so many people saying, "Oh, they'll never make it. That money will sit on the table." Go to hell. I hope 10 lunar landers land and do like the Thriller dance just to spite everyone that's saying they can't do it. The Mars Society gets so much crap for having these simulated habitats. You know what? These are a bunch of people that want to go to Mars, and they're doing the best thing that they possibly can, helping to build our knowledge of what's going to be involved when we get there. Stop being negative about commercial space and fringe and crazy people, because we gotta go there. And right now, if we listen to established space about how unsafe things are, or how there's no commercial case for space, then we're not going there. And you know what? We need to go there. There's 100 million galaxies with 100 million stars out there. And that's probably a lowball estimate. There's trillions of places that we could be going right now. Trillions! Just in the past 2 years, we've discovered 1,200 planets, dozens of which we could possibly live on because they're in the habitable zone and of the right size. How can you possibly make a case for not going out there and exploring? We don't know what's out there. That's the case for space. It's the same case that could be made for Everest, that was made for the West Indies, that was made for Africa, South America. We're not there. So we don't know what we don't know. So let's go there. Choose positivity. If you think that somebody's crazy, help them figure out how to do it right. We're all in this together.